Is this on? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Rob Sparrow, and I'm here with Dalton Ammerman, and we're in Las Vegas, Nevada for the NVA Pro Volleyball Showcase happening at UNLV's Wellness and Recreation Center. I'd like to welcome on board Dalton Ammerman, who'll be doing our color and analysis. How's it going, Dalton?
Thanks a lot, Rob. I appreciate you letting me be here with you. Tell you what, we've had one heck of a day so far. We've had 3 matches, going on to our 4th here on court number 1 with 2 pools of 4 teams, total of 8. But I mean, it's just been nothing short of spectacular volleyball today, and I think we're probably about to have maybe the match of the day right now for the last match to finish it off.
Well, that's a great segue because we want to know who's going to be playing tonight, you're wondering? Well, I'm going to start off. Team Pineapple, extremely popular team, the team to beat here at the showcase. And when talking to all the other players, they look forward to playing Team Pineapple. And why is that? Olympic setter, 4-time Olympian, gold medalist, Loy Ball is a team captain and setter for Team Pineapple. Now, guys to watch for on Team Pineapple, of course, the 6'8" setter, the 2-time All-American who's played in Japan, Italy, Greece, Russia. He's a U.S. Olympian, 2008 gold medalist, and like I said earlier, 2-time All-American at IPFW, playing for his dad, the legendary Arnie Ball, Arnie's Army, remember back in the day. So he's definitely a player to watch. He's got great hands, puts up a huge block, and he's still super athletic, and he's still got his game on. But Loy Ball, as team captain, always has aces up his sleeves, and he's definitely pulled a big one out. And this ace comes in the form of Marcus Nilsson. It's just not fair. 6'8" opposite hitter, played in Italy, France, Greece, Poland, and Turkey. And let's just say he is a beast, and he is excited to be here to be playing. And while we're at it, if we look at the other players, he's got experience, Puerto Rican players on his team, like Libero, Luis Beltran from IPFW. He's got Matt Lesky from Ball State, so it's almost like a Midwest all-star lineup, along with the ace in the pocket in Marcus Nielsen. We may have to pause here for national anthem. We'll let Dalton take a shot at picking out some of the top players on Academy United from Northern California. But we're going to hold for national anthem, so we'll be right back in a moment.
Thank you.
We're right back here at UNLV's Rec and Wellness Center. Just to finish up what I was saying, the coaching staff for Team Pineapple, well, you got two players. You've got Loy Ball as the head coach, and Will Robbins is also one of the players as one of the assistants. So I'm going to throw it over to Dalton Ammerman, who'll be breaking down Academy United, the team from Northern California. And there's some great faces on this team.
Coming out of Golden State, Academy United is stacked. I mean, just looking at their lineup here, they have so many players that were either former national team players or have had several years of experience playing professionally over in the European leagues. Starting off as the setter is going to be Riley McKibben, who's an All-American at USC and also is now an upcoming and rising star on the AVP Tour. On the outside hitter position, we have Taylor Crabb, former Long Beach State player, a fellow teammate of mine back in the day. He played professionally over in France and is also another upcoming star on the AVP Tour. Along with them, we'll have AJ Nally, who came from Springfield College. He's a 6'5" outside hitter who's had numerous years of experience over in Europe and also has some national team experience as well. On top of that, we have Kurt Toppel, Conrad Kaminsky. I just think we're in for a great match tonight here, Rob.
Well, you know, it's exciting to see the Beach guys bringing their game back indoor because you have a former All-American in Taylor Crabb, actually the player of the year. And then you have Riley McKibben, who is all-tournament team in the 2009 NCAA Men's Division I-II championship match. We're meeting our starting lineups. They brought out A.J. Nally at outside. Ryan Stunt at libero. Coming out, and here we go. One of the bearded bros, Riley McKibben, wearing number 6. So he gives a little double shock on the camera. Watch out. One shock is pretty mean, but a double is deadly. Got Thomas Amberg in the middle, wearing number 12. And Stanford Cardinal, Conrad Kaminsky. And Kurt Toppel, another Cardinal. They bring out more trees. Wearing number 16, and last but not least, wearing El Numero Uno, T-Crabs. And that is your Academy United team out here on the court. All right, they're bringing out the Team Pineapple starters. First off, is 6'8" middle from Ball State, Matt Lesky. And then at the outside, they got a 6'4" outside hitter from IPFW, Ivan Matos. At libero, they're bringing on out. Also from IPFW, Luis Beltran, who's wearing number 8. A 6'8" opposite, Marcus Nielsen, wearing number 11. A 6'8" outside on opposite from Michigan State, Kyle Ratty. And a 6'9" middle blocker from Lees McCrae, wearing number 17, Matt Harpino. And last but not least, the living legend, 6'8" setter from IPFW. Some call him Loy, some call him the man, but we'll call him Loy Ball tonight. You like that, huh, Dalton?
That was nice. The man, the myth, the legend.
Looks like a Team Pineapple start off with service here in set number 1. You gotta love the competition we're seeing here today. I mean, it's been so competitive for each match. We actually had a 5-setter already, and deuce sets like crazy. But what are the keys for Pineapple to win today, Dalton?
Tell you what, for Pineapple, you gotta shut down Taylor Crabb. I mean, the kid is 6 feet tall, but he plays like he's 6'9". I mean, he shows you that height really does not mean anything.
Ball with a big jump serve, and ball's passed out of play by A.J. Nally, but saved is Conrad Kaminsky. Taylor Crabb sets it over the net. Taking out the trash is Kurt Toppel. Being left defenseless was Loy Ball. He went up to set the ball, but the overpass was right above him. Toppel could have easily wrist snapped that down, but he hit it deep instead. Taylor Crabb steps back to serve, 6'1" outside hitter from Honolulu, Hawaii. Ball's passed by number 13, Kyle Ratty. Nielsen with his first attempt, dug by Riley McKibben, set over by Crabb. Stepping in, Matos, the libero. Riley McKibben with a great dig off his shoulder, and he gets a 1-for-1 kill. That was a called play, according to the Academy United staff. But Taylor Crabb steps back to serve once again. Good pass in that ball sets high out to Nielsen. Nielsen knocks it off the block of Kurt Toppel. Those some big boys going at it out there.
Seriously, Marcus Nielsen coming over from the national team from Sweden. I think he's actually retired now, but I mean that guy was one of the top opposites in the world a couple of years ago. So it's going to be a lot of fun to watch him play today.
Ryan Stumps with a good pass to the outside, tipping it by the block. AJ Nally, and it's 3-1 for Academy United. Academy United located in Northern California, more particularly East Bay area, if you're familiar with NorCal. Conrad Kaminsky back to serve, played for Coach John Costi of Stanford University. Nielsen tips it by the block. Nally with a hand dig. Crabbed out of the back row. Just like those undergrad days,
That's
flying
right.
down the Bic.
Back at Long Beach State, the quick Bic system is what we used to call it.
The Terminator, Taylor Crabb, out of the back row as Kaminsky serves it up once again. 4 serving 1. Hand pass by number 13, Kyle Ratty. Roll shot by Ivan Matos. Blasting it in the middle for Academy United is Thomas Amberg. You may recognize him from his UCLA days. Kaminsky going back to serve. The Pineapple bench getting all into it. You can hear them chanting over on their bench. Ratty with a hand pass. Backs it by ball to Nielsen. Nielsen, a southpaw slam. AJ Nally looking back, like, how did he get that by?
Because Nielsen is 6'8", and when he jumps, there's not a lot of guys that can compete with that height when he's touching the ball.
AJ Nally's not a small guy. He stands at 6'5". Big jumpster pass by Taylor Crabb. Riley McKibben out. Nally knocks it out, but it's dug by Matos. Thomas Amberg and Kurt Toppel with the honors of the return package. 6-2. Look at this block laid out there.
Very nice close by the middle there. Thomas Amberg from UCLA. Wasn't hard to tell where Loy was going with that ball. They made sure they shut him down. That was a nice block.
We had a replay call on the court. Not exactly sure why. I think the ball may have rolled onto the court on the far side. Going back to serve, Kurt Toppel. Beach player and another Stanford alum. Nielsen gets another swing. He's dug by Toppel right back. Tay Krabs with a save. Bump, but off the scaffolding. AJ Nally with a free ball over. Ball sets the middle. And knocking it by is Matt Lesky, the 6'8" middle from Ball State. The Cardinal with a big swing on the shoot set. Makes it 3-6. Oh, there's no doubt about it. Both these teams want to win this match.
That's without a doubt. If you're seeing Loy Ball and Marcus Nielsen on the first day of the tournament, you know they want to win this one.
Krabs passing perfectly to McKibben. And AJ Nally with a little lift and laying it down. 7-3. AJ Nally going back to serve. AJ from Springfield College, Rochester, New York. See, another New Yorker here in the
Another
house.
East Coast guy.
Float serve pass by number 13, Rowdy, dug by Toppel. Krabs with a beat shot. Oh, someone got a little over anxious there on the block. Matt Lesky wanted to say, I blocked Taylor Crabb. Unfortunately, his tooth is still in the net.
Taylor Crabb, just another day on the ocean fishing.
Yeah. 8 serving threes to reach our first single timeout. We've got some good action here on the court. Look at this replay here on this. I think it's a net right here by, it's the dump, but dug by Toppel. And Taylor Crabb just hanging Lesky out to dry.
Yeah, Matt Lesky just getting a little too excited about that ball.
8 serving 3. What are you seeing so far out on the court, Dalton?
You know, I think Pineapple has been, their serve receive hasn't been too strong, you know, especially with a big setter like Loy Ball. I mean, you have that ability to pass that ball tight and kind of gamble with it because he can reach up so high and contact that ball so high and set it out to the pins. So I think ball control for them is really big. And then Academy United has been pretty solid straight across the board. So if they can keep this up, it should be a solid match for them.
See, one thing we haven't really got to touch on, and it may play a factor later on the turn or even later in the match, is how deep these benches are on both sides.
Yeah, I mean, looking at the roster here, we got guys, like we were saying earlier in the warm-ups, almost all the guys have played for 1 or 2 years over professionally in the European leagues, or they've played with national team experience.
Leski's blocked by Amberg on the shoot set. Oh, Amberg has his number.
Boy, trying to go with the repeat delete, and Amberg says no.
Phone booth action right there by Amberg. Communication not needed when you got that phone booth block in the middle. It's 9-3. Got a replay. Another errant ball. 9 serving 3. AJ Nally serving. AJ Nally got some time playing abroad as well as with the national team. So he's got some good international experience. Rejected by McKibben at the outside. McKibben going one-on-one. This time he has a help from Amberg, but knocking it off the outside block. It's Ivan Matos. 4 serving a 9. Ivan Matos played at IPFW and played in the Puerto Rican leagues with the Mets, Cafetanos, and Gigantes. Yes, I've got my Spanish nailed. Unfortunately, he doesn't nail his serve and serves it long. So maybe he needs to take Spanish lessons from me.
That's what's going to make his serves go in, right?
Yeah. 10 serving a 4 as Thomas Amberg goes back to serve. Amberg for Academy United stands at 6'9". Played in France professionally. Marcus Nielsen. Look at that matchup. 6'8" Nielsen against we'll give him a 6'1" today. Taylor Crabb.
Must be a good day for him today if he's 6'1".
Taking it from his own fellow Long Beach State alum. Gotta love it. 5 serving at 10. Pineapple serving 2. Academy United. Good pass by AJ Nally. McKibben sets the middle. Low set to Kaminsky. Makes it 6 serving to 10. Kaminsky, one of the solid player for Coach Costi and the Stanford Cardinal, but man, they could actually go to Denny Falls here on the bench, who's also played for Costi. You know, such a great program up at Stanford. Service in on that for a point going to Academy United. Freebie, 11 serving a 6. Other universities represented here, and I know a certain coach is listening, and I'm not saying because of that, because there are a few guys from George Mason that are out here, guys from Lewis, from Loyola, Ohio State. Nielsen with a roller. Look at T. Krabs on the dig. Free ball over by Topple. Nielsen with a pass. Ball sets the Bick. Ball's picked up by Ryan Stutz. McKibben sets back to Crabb. Doug, look at that by Luis Beltran. Nielsen off the block, and we got a little slugfest going on right here.
Great ball going on right there. A lot of good digs, but in the end, Nielsen just rising up and hitting over the top of the block on that one.
Nielsen is delivering some shoulder boulders. Those balls are big. They're hit, and they're hit hard. There's the sound coming off of his attack. I haven't heard that since this morning when the other Bombers were playing. Good pass by Nally. McKibben sets high out to Topple. Topple with a wrist away shot. Kyle Ratty unable to get underneath that ball, making it 12-7, bringing Taylor Crabb back to serve for Academy United. So we'll give T. Krabs a 6 foot, not a 6'1", as far as height. Beltran with a good pass. Ball sets back to Ratty, and he's rejected.
Great move there by AJ, stopping short and getting that left hand low and across, blocking that ball down the line.
Look at that analysis. Left hand low and across, turning it in. 13 served to 7. You have a front row Nally, Kaminsky, and Topple. Beltran steps in on the set. Nielsen off the head of Kurt Topple. Yeah, I'm pretty sure if he used a stiffer hair product, he probably would have blocked that ball.
It might have popped the ball, I think.
8 served to 13. Great shot by Marcus Nielsen. Kyle Ratty steps back to serve. Ball's passed by AJ Nally. McKibben with a butter on the back set to Topple.
Topple bringing some heat down the line. That's too much for the Pineapple Libero to handle.
You know, speaking of setters, you know, so Riley McKibben set at USC. USC has a long tradition of great setters. You know, someone named Micah Christensen. You've got Riley McKibben, Donald Sujo. Access denied. Amberg and Topple with a double stuffing. So close to Thanksgiving. 15 serving 8. Kaminsky floats it down the line. Great serve. Ratty picks up on the overhand pass. And the same tandem, doubling down at the outside, doing it Vegas style. 16:80 to go into our second technical timeout. And looks like Spencer McLaughlin also on the Academy United bench, keeping his team all fired up. So with what we've seen so far, it looks like Academy United has the upper hand. What would you advise Team Pineapple do if they wanted to get back into this match down 8?
They just got to start controlling the ball a lot more. They're still struggling in serve receive, and I don't think United is serving that tough, but they just got to make sure they're getting the ball up to the net. That way Boy can be a little more dynamic with the offense instead of setting the high balls out to the pins every time. Give their middles a little more chance to get involved into the offense. And, yeah, just keep staying scrappy on defense. I think both teams are bringing a lot of good energy on the defensive side, getting a lot of digs. But Pineapple just isn't producing on the offense right now.
I'm telling you, I wish we had updated stats in front of us because I want to see what Marcus Nielsen's numbers are. He's only been blocked once, but for the most part, he's been near unstoppable.
Yeah.
But there's definitely, he has a gifted arm swing. It brings a lot of heat. That's a heavy hit ball that he's hitting. 16-8 out of the second technical timeout. Kaminsky continues service for Academy United. Bertrand sets it to the outside, and putting it away is Ivan Matos, 6'4" outside from IPFW. I think I just want to say all those Puerto Rican teams' names again, just because I feel like I nailed it.
You did. It was on point, man.
9 serving to 16, going back to serve is Matt Harpino. 6'9" mil from Lees McCrae. Taylor Crabb with a pass. Riley McKibben, high ball out to A.J. Nally. Nally, oh gosh. A.J. Nally detonating one at the outside.
Talk about a great swing.
We had a great view of where the block was set up, where A.J. Nally hit it inside of, and that was an awesome swing. 17 serving to 9. Kurt Topple with a jump serve into the net. Must have been the sun in the beach game. He's dreaming of it in the sky. Served it in the net. 10 serving to 17.
Having some withdrawals here in the indoor game.
Yeah. Going back serve, Marcus Nielsen, former Swedish national team member, stands at 6'8", and he deals out an ace so close to the MGM Grand Casino. 11 serving to 17. A.J. Nally was certain that ball was going to be long, but it had such a great spin on it, a tail, so to speak. And there's another one. Taylor Crabb barely able to handle it. Oh, and Riley McKibben took a pretty big fall on the net there. Hope he's okay. Looks like he's okay. It's all cushioned. Taking a little break here. 12 serving to 17. That stand's probably weighing like around 2 tons. Because he had to push the standards in. Marcus Nielsen serving again for Pineapple. Taylor Crabb with a good pass to McKibben. A.J. Nally high off the block. Saved by Nielsen playing defense. Rolling it is Ivan Matos. Bick to Taylor Crabb. Doug at the back row. And unloading is the Puerto Rican Ivan Matos. We have a timeout taken by Academy United. They're still up 4, but the coaching staff of Gary Resnick and Jeremy Wagner not liking the run that Team Pineapple's on.
Well, Nielsen's bringing some serious heat from the service line, and that's forcing Academy United to get out of system a little bit. Giving Pineapple a lot more offensive opportunities. Now they're starting to capitalize a little more on those.
The thing that's pretty phenomenal is, and the fact of the matter is, Taylor Crabb is one of the best passers, if not in the United States, definitely the world, if not the world, the United States.
Right.
And he's having a hard time passing Nielsen serves.
He's probably hitting that ball probably around 90 miles an hour.
Yeah, it looks like
He's
it.
got a heavy hand. Especially when it's coming from 6'9" trajectory, too, up in the air.
It's basically just coming down at you.
Pretty intimidating.
So right now for Academy United, you've got Taylor Crabb and A.J. Nally, as well as Ryan Stuntz sharing passing duties. And it looks like they're shifting A.J. Nally closer to middle back to help Taylor out, and Stuntz will be guarding the line over at right back. And just misses about 4 feet long. Good timeout by the coaching staff. chalk that one up to the guys on the bench. The icing timeout. 18 serve and 13, AJ Nally back to serve. Jump float, great ball, but good pass by Matos. Matos is blocked, but they're calling a double. McKibben keeps playing, he tries to dump it, he's blocked by Matos. Looks like Kurt Toppel is going to speak to our first referee, Hansen Leung. They're looking for an explanation. It's pretty crazy, you know, last night in the interviews with the players talking to Riley McKibben, asked him how it'd be like playing against Loy Ball. I was like, man, that's the guy I looked up to. This is be kind of weird. Because he modeled his game after Loy Ball. So Ivan Matos going back to serve, 14 serving to 18. Ball's passed by Nally. McKibben to Amberg, but it goes wide. Amberg with premature celebration thought he hit the line. Actually, our view is obstructed by a huge scaffolding, so I couldn't really tell if it hit the line or not. But it's 15 serving to 18. Matos back to serve once again. Stuns, passes it off the net. McKibben has to bumps it outside of Crab. He rolls it high, deep corner, but it's picked up by Matos. Backs up to Nielsen. No shocker there. Stuns, not quite sure what to do there. He hit it over Taylor Crab, and he knew it was going to be just a laser, so Stuns kind of stepped away from it. 16 serving to 18. They're on a 6-point run right now. Matos with a jump serve toss into the net. Thomas Amberg back to serve for Academy United. Ryan Stunt steps off the court for the other middle blocker, Conrad Kaminsky, of front row McKibben, Crab, and Kaminsky on Academy United side. Ball sets it outside. And the ball's hit outside the antenna by Kyle Ratty. Well, they called a net violation. Wait a second, I thought the ball was hit outside the antenna. So it's a net violation called against Academy United. Point going to Pineapple. Makes it 17 to 19. So continuing, actually Matt Lesky steps back to serve, the former Ball State middle blocker, who's played in Greece and Germany. Hand pass by Nally, set out the Crab, one-on-one against Loy Ball. We have a joust at the net, but the smaller Crab doesn't go up. McKibben sets the middle, and Conrad Kaminsky delivers. Did you catch that, Dalton, on that outside in the overpass? I thought it was going to be a joust between Crab and Ball.
I think Ball thought the same thing. That's why Taylor stayed down. That just shows you how smart he is out there on the court.
20 served to 17. Riley McKibben serving. Jump float down the line. Pass by Ratty. Bick to Matos. Sneaks by, knuckled up by Crab. Right side to Koppel. Dug by Nally. McKibben sets back to Toppel. Toppel off the block. Nielsen with the dig. Bick to Matos. Matos dug by McKibben. Saved almost by Stunts. If we just had a higher ceiling here, we'd still be playing this rally right now.
Yeah, without a doubt. That's unfortunate. Riley McKibben not happy with the ceiling on that one.
So the beach guys seriously are just sticking out their wings and getting balls up right now.
It's pretty impressive how effortless they make it look out there.
Yep. Loy Ball with a jump serve pass by Stunts. McKibben back sets to Crab off the block of Ratty. So you've got Crab 6 foot. Ratty stands at 6'8", which brings Crab back to serve. This is a very entertaining match, suffice to say. 21 serving to 18. Crab with a jumper down the line. Pass by Ratty. Ball sets high out to Nielsen. Oh, chicken wing dig unsuccessful. It's the Crab bringing the beach game in on defense. We've got our first substitution for Pineapple. Checking in is number 2. Sean Dryden is a 6-foot defensive specialist. Also from IPFW, or what is now Fort Wayne. The Fort Wayne Mastodons. Jump serve by Dryden. Good pass by Nally. Back set to Toppel. Toppel blasted off of Dryden. Dryden was there, but the way it ricocheted off the block, it kind of took him in the face.
Just a nice high swing there by Toppel.
Kaminsky back to serve at 22-19. Middle attack. Look at that one-hand dig by McKibben. Crab sets outside to Nally, and he sends a little fire in the hole of the block of Matt Harpino and Marcus Nilsson. Well, he's Swedish, but it was a Swiss cheese block, so it doesn't really work. 23 served to 19. Kaminsky with a short float serve. Ball sets back to Nielsen. Nielsen's blocked again, this time by Amberg and Nally. We have our first set point, which brings Kaminsky back to serve. Our first set point for Academy United. Great serve by Kaminsky. Bump set. Matos rejected at the net, but saved. Nielsen takes a swipe off the block, dug by Crab. McKibben out to Nally. Nally with a tip, picked up by Matos. Back set to Nielsen. Nielsen off the block. Crab on the hand dig. McKibben sets big. Crab with a blast. And we just ended our first set as Academy United takes the first set 25-19 in our best of 5 NVA Pro Volleyball Showcase matchup. A lot to say, Dalton.
Well, that's just the beginning. I mean, Academy United started off really hot in that first set, and then Pineapple looked like they were about to come back and take the set back from them. But then Academy United stepped it up again, and in the end, Pineapple was just making too many unforced errors and was having a tough time getting past Academy United's block. It's going to be interesting to see if they make any changes as far as to hopefully improve ball control and serve receive, and then also on the attack on the left side. They're kind of lacking in that right now. So we'll see what they do here in the first set, too.
So I personally think the X factor was the defense of the Beach guys, because they literally were just sticking out limbs and balls are popping up and were playable balls.
Without a doubt. Riley McKibben and Taylor Crab, it looks like they're just getting hit by the ball out there, and the ball just goes up perfectly right in the middle of the court, you know?
Yep, you know, we're waiting to see the chest dig, the Rafu style chest dig soon enough. A foot dig. I'm sure, yeah.
I mean, we already saw a calf dig today. So
yes, that's right.
That one's checked off.
Well, the McKibben brothers running their instructional videos, and ironically, one of the ones that was just released was the scoop dig, the scoop defense, and we're seeing a lot of that tonight from both Beach players, Taylor Crab and Riley McKibben.
That's right.
So on the Academy United side, what are some takeaways on that after one set of play?
I mean, they're just running a really well-balanced offense. I think they're getting a lot from Taylor Crab and AJ Nally right now. And also Kurt Toppel's having a pretty good game, too. He's hitting the ball at a really high point and over the top of the block. Look for them to use maybe a little bit more middle in this set to mix it up and catch Pineapple off guard.
Yeah, I think we're seeing some really good play. There's temporary lapses, you know, unforced errors, but I mean, for the most part, it's pretty incredible what we're seeing out here. As you see on the screen, you got the Beach guys, Riley McKibben, Taylor Crab, the Hawaiian bros sticking close. And you still got to add Spencer McLaughlin into that mix too.
Yeah, I mean, growing up down in the Outrigger Canoe Club.
Yeah,
you
tough
also
life.
had the Shoji's.
Tough life in the Outrigger.
Yeah, it's basically a Olympic breeding ground down there.
That's
just
right.
Producing great athletes out of Hawaii down there.
Great athletes with the aloha spirit. Gotta love the Hawaiians when they come to the mainland, play some ball. Well, that's one of the places that just enjoy seeing and playing volleyball is at University of Hawaii. The fan base there is so incredible.
Oh, it's unbelievable. I mean, the atmosphere is just electric because people just love volleyball down in Hawaii.
Yep.
And it's just a part of the culture over there. For Academy United, we got Taylor Crab and AJ Nally hitting 571 right now, and then Kurt Toppel on the opposite is hitting 667. So the pins are crushing it right now for Academy United. So maybe look to see a little more usage of the middle here.
Well, how about this is one thing caught my eye. Each of those players, Taylor Crab, AJ Nally, and Kurt Toppel, 4 kills, 0 errors against Loy Ball and Team Pineapple.
That's right.
Kind of a big deal there. We're getting ready for our second set. We're trying to get some stats here. Look at this. Marcus Nielsen, 7 kills, 0 errors, hitting 500. He's pretty much the offense right now for Team Pineapple.
I think Pineapple just made a substitution for one of their outsides here.
They're bringing in Jasmine Cole, who is a 6'4" outside hitter from Mohawk College. And gonna have to look that one up on Google. But he must be a gamer if Lloyd's got him in there.
That's right.
Float serve down the line, and he gets his pass. Cole with a big blast. Kevin Owens, a new middle that they brought in. Kevin Owens, a 6'9" middle, another Ball State Cardinal.
Ball walking back to the service line saying it just doesn't matter.
Jump serve by Ball. Good pass by Stunts, tight on the net to McKibben. And a little switcheroo. Kaminsky from right to the left hand. Great play by, and actually it's a really great reaction there by Kaminsky. It's like a windmill almost. Scores tied at ones. Taylor Crabb back to serve. Good jump serve pass in the middle by Bertrand. Right side attack by Topple, dug by Bertrand. Great dig. And the right side attack, you know, I got to give props to the libero for Team Pineapple, Luis Bertrand. 2 solid digs in that rally alone.
Yeah, it reminds me a little bit of Kirk Francis earlier today. Sticking in there, he's got his battle gear on and ready to get hit.
Shoot set in the middle, goes into the net. Loy Ball trying to settle his team down here. Saying it's okay, we got this. 3 serving 1 for Academy United. Taylor Crabb with the jumper. He moves to the left sideline this time and gets the ace. Look, he's sliding around the end line, changing up his service areas.
It's definitely that one thing that he has in his arsenal is a wide array of shots, even from the service line.
Big jump serve by Crabb. Ball's passed over net. AJ Nally winds up and swings. I don't know how that lines official can call it. He backed off to the sideline. But at point Pineapple, well, if it's all the same to AJ, I saw you.
The replay here. Oh, no. It's too close to call from the replay, but. And the coaching staff for Team Pineapple, Will Robbins, just seems very confident that they're going to come back and get set 2 right now.
Conrad Kaminsky knocks it down in the middle. Team Pineapple saving their secret weapon, Will Robbins, for later matches. Ball's passed by Ivan Matos, tipped in the middle by Kevin Owens. AJ Nally tools Marcus Nielsen. Never want to call a use and abuse when you got a big kid like that out there. Chase you down and beat you up.
It's a low, tight set. It's a real smart play by AJ Nally to get himself out of that situation.
Good pass by Bertrand. Hammer by Kevin Owens. Did we just awaken the sleeping beast of Pineapple?
I think so. Kevin Owens coming in and immediately making a statement in this second set here.
Owens standing at 6'9", played in Czech Republic and Puerto Rico. Capitanes Arecibo. Look at that, Thomas Amberg dropping the rock in the middle. 7 serving to 3. Academy United leading Team Pineapple here in set number 2. Academy United took the first set, 25-19. Oh, I was waiting for that one because welcome to the bounce house here at the UNLV, courtesy of Thomas Amberg.
Amberg just immediately ready for that one. One thing that Academy United is doing is bringing a lot of pressure from the service line and then creating overpass scenarios like that, and Amberg is going to be on top of that every single time.
Well, you get your career set when you have a ball that's overpassed perfectly right on top of the net.
That's right.
Looks good for the highlight reel.
Every middle dreams of those overpasses.
8 serving to 3 here in set number 2. Academy United leads Team Pineapple 1-0. Took the first set 25-19 and are currently leading 8-3 in our second set. But, you know, as with our other matches earlier, nothing's done until it's done.
Right, in the first set too, I mean, they were down by at least 5 or 6 points and they battled back in the middle of the set as well. So I wouldn't count Pineapple out just yet. I mean, they're a competitive group of guys, and I think they're going to battle back here pretty soon.
Kevin Owens, the middle that they brought in, just seems like he's a super springy middle blocker.
Yeah, I mean, at 6'9", and with his hops, it's going to be really hard to touch him because when he's up as early as he is.
We're out of the timeout with Academy United up 8-3. Kurt Topple going back to serve. Stands at 6'9". Played some professional ball in Almeria, Spain, Italy, and Germany. Topple with the ace, 9 serving a 3.
9-3.
Ryan McKibben talking to his middle attacker, Thomas Amberg. Topple on the jump serve. Cracks it down the line, passed by Bertrand, and Lesky lays it off the block. This is the thing with McKibben, although he's probably listed only with 6'1", 6'2", he touches a lot of attacks.
He does. He sets himself up in really good places in blocking scenarios. But you just saw there another great pass from Luis Bertrand. Pineapple just needs more of that. More good passes to stay in system, and they can run their middle all day with both middles.
Lloyd Ball rejects AJ now at the outside. Bertrand digs it with the overhand pass. Riley McKibben, we just were talking about it. All right, that had to be one of the best blocks of the tournament so far, and it's coming from the 6'1" center.
That's right.
That was a big swing by Ivan Matos, and I don't think he expected Riley McKibben to be there up with his paws. 10 serving a 4, float serve passed by number 6, Jasmine Cole. And ball's off the antenna, but not before coming off the block, which means point going to Pineapple at 5 serving a 10. In the front row for Team Pineapple, Jasmine Cole, Matt Lesky, and Lloyd Ball, as Ivan Matos goes back to serve. Matos from Puerto Rico played IPFW. Jump serves, passed by Stunts perfectly to the net to McKibben. Amberg dug by Nielsen. Lloyd Ball with a pokey off the block of Amberg, sets out to Cole. McKibben with a fakie, beat shot by Taylor Crabb.
Oh man, we got a campfire defense out there on Team Pineapple's side. Everyone's just looking at each other wondering who's going to get that ball. It's an incredible shot by Taylor Crabb here. Sets it up nice and in system. Riley with a good jump set. And everyone's just flabbergasted at what just happened.
I was caught in campfire defense. Just watching, like, oh.
Roasting some marshmallows over here.
But Riley McKibben actually went up like he was going to hit it, and he took his arms down and set it out to Crabb at the left pin. Amber jump serve into the net. 6 serving 11. Coming back serve is Matt Lesky, the 6'8" middle blocker from Ball State.
Kevin Owens back in the game. Let's see if he can keep contributing as much as he did the first time when he came in.
So probably decent front row for Team Pineapple right now. Ball's passed over, dug by Stunts on the overpass. Another jazz. Look at Riley McKibben getting up there. Taylor Crabb going ballistic. Cross court. You can't stop him. You can't contain him.
Even if you are a 4-time Olympian, it's still hard to stop that kid.
I'll have to say, this is the part of Taylor Crabb I miss seeing play indoors because he's so dynamic. Big swing. Look at that defense by Crabb still there, but still a put away by Jasmine Cole. It looks like the Team Pineapple down 7-12 brings Lloyd Ball back to serve, but they have an even bigger front row now that Nielsen has rotated. Jump serve into the net by team captain Lloyd Ball as Taylor Crabb steps back to serve. Jump serve goes long. Not too many errors for Taylor Crabb. That was one of them, but it gives Team Pineapple their 8th point as Jasmine Cole steps back to serve. 6'4" outside from Mohawk College. Great pass by Ryan, stunts off the top serve. Kurt Topple rips it down the line. Topple, Stanford Cardinal, swinging the hammer.
To the front row, Conrad Kaminsky at the line.
Kaminsky with the jump float cross court pass by Matos. Ball sets out to Matos. Matos with a roll shot. Dug by Topple. Pokey at top net by McKibben. Ball out to Matos. Matos drills it at the outside, and he's fired up. I think he's still trying to recover from the block from McKibben.
He's having some nightmares about that.
Owens with the serve out of the back row, goes into the net. Kind of deflates some of the Pineapple bench players, knowing that they need to play near perfection to get back into the set. 15 serving to 9 with Topple back to serve. Topple with a good jump serve, pass by Matos. He had a little collision middle back. Set by Bertrand. Nielsen off the block, and it falls. Nielsen banging at the right side. Marcus Nielsen going back serve. Again, he's listed at 6'9", or 6'8" from the Swedish national team. He's played a lot of ball internationally and has been invited to play here by team captain Loy Ball. Great pass by Krabs. Shoots it. Thomas Amberg pulls the trigger, and the shotgun is fired as we get in our second technical timeout.
And the ability to keep that pass in system there just allows Riley McKibben to set the ball wherever he wants, because that's so hard for the blockers to be able to read where they're going. It really opens up the offense, and as you can see here, they're one-on-one in the middle. You'd be one-on-one in the pins as well.
Yep.
It's just an easy ball for Amberg to put away there.
Now, I got to ask you, Dalton, is there a huge difference in passing a beach ball versus an indoor ball?
Well, when you're out on the beach, you got the wind factor, right?
Yep.
So, I mean, then the beach ball is a lot lighter than the indoor ball. You have a little more weight to the indoor ball, so it is different. But, you know, in the end, the ball's round, and you got to pass it sometimes.
The ball's round, and it is not your friend sometimes.
That's right. That's right. It's a love-hate relationship sometimes.
It's like that great movie, White Men Can't Jump. I mean, you got to factor for the wind and the sun.
That's right. That's right. Hustling.
Now, we're seeing some great play. I mean, the score does not reflect it by any means, but we're getting some phenomenal rallies just because of the beach guys, heavy hit balls because of Marcus Nielsen. We're seeing some great plays being run by both setters, Loy Ball and Riley McKibben. And there's some guys that are really surprising, hitting some hammers like A.J. Nally, Kurt Topple, and, of course, Taylor Crabb. Good pass by Matos. Nielsen has to tip it off the block of Crabb. We have a net violation, and the net violation was called, but Nielsen netted outside the antenna. But they're saying that Nielsen interfered with Taylor Crabb, which I don't think he was interfered with.
Yeah, usually if you touch the net outside the antenna, it's not a problem, but it seems that the refs are sticking to their guns on this one.
17 serving to 10. Nally with the float serve. Ball's passed by Matos. Nielsen, I think he's angry because there's a little more oomph to that right side
Going
attack.
up and over the block on that one. I wouldn't be surprised to see Loy start defeating him almost every other ball.
Yeah.
Now that they're not really producing much offense from anywhere else on the court.
Well, I think Matos is not used to playing against such skilled blockers, even though they're smaller like Riley McKibben and Taylor Crabb. So, yeah, it may have gotten inside his head, maybe knocked the confidence a little bit. Back set to Topple. It's a beautiful set by McKibben. Even McKibben smiling. He's like, dude, I just gave you juice from the heavens.
He basically had the street down the line there, and I guess the 8-foot monster gets in the way sometimes.
Jumps there by Matos, misses long. I had to Google where Mohawk College is at. It's in Ontario, to the Canadian school.
They do have some. They have some solid volleyball up there as well.
Oh, most definitely. Especially as of late, Canada's national team has just risen to power, and they got a few players that are playing overseas. As Matt Lesky drills the pill in the middle. 13 serving to 18.
We got Matt Lesky serving 13-18.
Lesky back to serve for Team Pineapple. You have Owens, Cole, and Ball in the front row. Riley McKibben sets out to Crab, and another beach shot. Rolls it by Loy Ball.
Left side.
Yeah.
19-13.
Taylor Crabb just showing you again there's more than 100 ways to get a kill. I mean,
I'm pretty sure he has 8 eyes.
yeah.
He wasn't even looking at where Loy Ball's block was at.
Yeah, his court awareness is off the charts.
Banged in the middle, but ducked middle back by Riley McKibben, and AJ McNally teaming up to get it over. And look at that hang and bang in the middle by Kevin Owens.
Came in the second set for Pineapple. He's had a
14-9.
14-19.
Check out this attack by Owens. Butter.
Even on the way down, he's still reaching over the blockers.
14 serving to 19. Ball with a tough serve. Looks like it's been ace, but it's saved by stunts on the extra effort. Bertrand with a hand dig. Lesky tries it again. Actually, Owens off the block of Kaminsky and Crab. Interesting, Taylor Crab stayed on right side to block rather than switching over to the left side, I guess. Looks like Kurt Toppel staying and hit that left pin. Ball across court serve. Tough serve. Stunts with a good pass, though. Toppel nails us over here in the broadcast booth, but the lightning quick reflexes of Dalton Ammerman saves all the $1,000 equipment.
What can I say? I still got it.
That fast twitch muscle stuff is still working, huh? Loy Ball sets outside Nielsen. Nielsen up and over the block of Toppel. And Kurt Toppel is not a small block by any means, and he was still reaching up and over. 16 looking at 20, the Pineapple bench coming to life here. Jump serve, that's a toss that's pretty far inside the court, but picked up. Look at that great dig by Jasmine Cole. Set out to AJ Nally. Nielsen was piking over him, but it got inside the block. 21 serving to 16.
Kevin Owens getting hung up on the middle in there and ends up getting hit in the head after the block from Nielsen.
Conrad Kaminsky going back to serve after a brief pause in play. Kaminsky serves down the line, passed by Cole. Matos tries to tip it off the outside blocks.
On the outside, Ivan.
Smart play, Matos.
Block and catching a finger.
He had a big block of Amberg and Toppel waiting for him at the net, so that was an extremely wise play. Great serve, almost an ace, but Taylor Crabb gets up the swing away. Loy Ball digs it in the back with an overhand pass. Nielsen swings away, dug by Toppel, stunts in pursuit.
A recovery from
Marcus Nielsen.
Incredible adjustment on the right side, 18-21.
It's like, I got this. He's good. Good thing about these matches here, you know, everyone's super competitive, but they enjoy being here. There's such a great energy inside the gym. 18 serving to 21. Owens with a tough serve, but Taylor Crabb with a perfect pass. Toppel off the block of Ivan Matos and Matt Lesky.
That's the Jill Toppel serving
22 serving 18. As Toppel steps back to serve for Academy United. Toppel, the big jump serve, balls passed by Cole, set by Bertrand. Marcus Nielsen blocked, but it comes up and over. Ball tries to find an empty corner. McKibben outside to Nally, and he drills it down the line for point, going to Academy United.
23-18.
23 serving to 18. And Coach Will Robbins takes a timeout with his team down by 5. All right, give us some updated info, Dalton. What are you seeing here on the court?
I'll tell you what, Academy United is just all over the floor on defense. You got, and we talked about this earlier, Taylor Crabb and Riley McKibben just happen to be in the right place every single time when after the ball's there. They're just getting hit by the ball, and they're getting so many ups and second chances to have some offensive attacks that, you know, it's not, I don't know, Pineapple is having a real tough time stopping them right now.
Well, I mean, if you have great defense off of the other opponent's attacks, you're going to have multiple attempts to put the ball away yourself.
Exactly. And Pineapple is having a hard time, still having a hard time staying in system right now. Not a lot of balls are passed or dug up to Loy Ball up at the net. A lot of balls are 15, 20 feet off, forcing them to make difficult swings.
23 served an 18. Topple back to serve for Academy United. Cracks up a jump serve. Pass by Luis Bertrand. Back set to Marcus Nielsen, hitting high at the block. Swiping at his Kurt Topple. But I'm pretty sure that Taylor Crabb would have got to it if Topple just let it go.
Taylor Crabb was right behind him, but I don't think he heard Taylor running.
So you got the height factor of Topple, who made a swipe, and you had the quickness factor of Crabb. I mean, the way how far he shifted from where he was in his defensive position to get to that ball was a great distance. Crabb with a hand pass. McKibben sets the quick to Amberg. Have to duck out of the way as I'm videotaping here. 20 serving at 23. I got insurance for my iPhone, so I'll be all right if it gets hit. Marcus Nielsen back serve. What happened? I guess the ball's hit out then, huh? I ducked out and didn't catch the right play.
That's right.
Nielsen serving for Team Pineapple. Great jump serve pass by Crabb outside to Nally, and that's tipped into the net.
AJ Nally making his first mistake of the game right there. Very uncharacteristic of him so far on the day. Let's see if Nielsen can bring these guys back here at 21-23.
Yeah, they're just within 2 now. Big serve, but misses long. We have a set point for Academy United. So it's set point 21. Got a timeout taken by Coach Will Robbins of Team Pineapple.
And final team timeout is set 2.
Yeah, there is, the way the defense that Academy United is playing has been such an entertaining thing to watch. And, I mean, it's due to the beach guys. They're giving them
especially with how hard these guys are hitting the ball on Team Pineapple, too. Just to see these long rallies at this high of a level just makes it even more entertaining.
Yep. Can you imagine if there is a professional team in Hawaii?
That's a team that I would not want to play against, that's for sure.
Yeah, we'll end up with the, back in the day, they had guys from the Israeli national team playing, and Yuval Katz, Sivan Leone. Oh, go back in the day now. Allen, but yeah, that's way back in the day. Set point serving to 21. AJ Nally back to serve. Jump float, no rotation. That's a beautiful serve. And Matt Lesky with a downtown pound. A little Angola, Indiana representation banging. Substitution checking in for Team Pineapple. Didn't quite get the number, but I believe it's Sean Dryden for Ivan Matos. Dryden serving 22. 22 to set point number 2. Dryden stands at 6 foot, played at IPFW. And he deals out an ace. That's what you want from your serving specialist right there.
Wow, coming in off the bench and bringing that kind of heat. That's what a serving sub is meant to do.
Ice cold water for blood. Dryden drills and it bounces on the sideline, scraping paint. 23 serving to set point number 3. Dryden back to wind up again. This one misses long, which gives Academy United a 2-0 lead on Team Pineapple in our best of 5 NVA Pro Volleyball Showcase matchup. I don't know about you, Dalton, but this is a fun match to watch. I kind of want it to go more than 3 for sure.
I would love it to, but Academy United has just been unstoppable on all fronts on the offense. Their middles are doing great jobs. You got Kurt Topple and then Taylor Crabb and AJ Nally, who have hardly been stopped. I mean, Pineapple needs to find either a way to get their offense going or get some more stops here on defense, or else this is going to be a quick match here tonight.
Well, the thing you can't really count out is the experience, and I don't mean from an age standpoint, but the experience that they've had, Team Pineapple has had playing together, for this time they've had together, and of course the coaching experience of Loy Ball and Will Robbins. And after all those years of play, and then with the input coming from Marcus Nielsen, they're going to make some adjustments. which could easily get them back into this match. I mean, yeah, as a side career, yeah, Loy Ball is a coach, so he's familiar with the strategy. His dad is one of the greatest coaches in American volleyball history. So, you know, the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree.
Yeah, the volleyball IQ and the knowledge that he brings to the game alone is just invaluable. Him and Marcus Nielsen, I mean, that's just it's a team that you should never discredit, you know, and never expect to just lay down. I definitely expect to see them try and come back and win this third set here.
I'm wondering if Academy United is going to play around its lineup to get some guys some playing time, because they still have to play a match tomorrow and they still have the rest of the weekend. And they do have a deep bench, and they can afford to do that, I would think, if they want to try and save legs for the long haul.
Yeah, but if they can finish this match out in 3, I think they might be okay with keeping the same lineup. But you know,
believe me, I don't want to see the Leach guys on the bench.
Yeah.
With the way they've been playing.
That's right, man. It's a hell of a match to watch, that's for sure. If you happen to be around in Vegas this weekend, make sure you come by the Student Recreation and Wellness Health Center over here at UNLV campus to watch some high-level and really, really good volleyball.
And while we're plugging stuff, I'd invite all of you to check out NVAUSA.com on the web, also on Facebook, NVA USA, and on Instagram and Twitter, handle at NVA USA. You know, the best way to keep American volleyball, professional volleyball here in the States, is to build an energy and excitement about it. And the way that that manifests itself physically is providing people, like data and stats,
right,
like people who are following what's going on. And, you know, one of the things that I've been passionate about is supporting men's volleyball, because, yeah, don't get me wrong, I enjoy women's volleyball, but just something about the men's game, I just have an additional, like, favor towards. Maybe it's because I've been announcing it for so long, and I come to know a lot of the players as they grow up. And I realize we've got some great personalities, great characters in the game that I'd love to see succeed and play domestically.
Yeah, I mean, as one of the biggest growing youth sports in the nation, it makes sense that there could possibly be a professional league over here in the States, but it's just so hard to compete with, you know, the other professional sports leagues like the MLB and the NHL and the NFL. But, you know, I think there's definitely a chance, if we've gotten this far, there's definitely a chance of this league continuing on. Before the third set, talking again about Academy United, Taylor Crabb hitting 700 on 10 attempts, and we got Kurt Toppel, who's still hitting 545 on 11 attempts, just being a force to reckon with on the pins for Academy United.
So, Dalton, you were mentioning that Taylor Crabb had this insane streak of hitting over 300 while at Long Beach State. Can you share that with our fans?
That's right. I mean, so it was our junior year at Long Beach State, and it was the year Taylor Crabb got Player of the Year. And I think he had one match where he hit under 300, and it was just unbelievable to be a part of and to witness, just to see such great volleyball played by one guy, and just being around him made everyone else on the team better. So it was really cool to experience.
We just watched Marcus Nielsen just barbecue one down the line. What I like to call the backyard barbecue is a back set, no one up, and it just hammered the floor.
Yeah, break out the burgers and dogs.
That's right, because they cost $30 at the hotel.
That's right.
Taylor, look at that.
Taylor Crabb rising up and saying, hey, I can do that too.
Yeah, exactly. All 6-1 of me. Oh, on a good hair day. One serving a one. We just caught that replay of Taylor Crabb's blast on the right antenna. Loy Ball back sets to Nielsen. Nielsen, we got a tit for tat going on here. First it was Marcus, then to Taylor, then back to Marcus. Let me guess where this ball's gonna go. Ivan Matos back to serve for Team Pineapple. Matos stands at 6'4". Jump serve goes to Crabb. Good pass. We got a net violation, and Lesky, I thought it was Kaminsky, but I guess Lesky went into the net with his elbow, following through after the block by Kaminsky as Kaminsky rotates back to the service line. Kaminsky goes down the line. That's a tough serve, but it's picked up by Team Pineapple. Roll shot by Kaminsky. And A.J. Nally playing pinball off the outside block.
A.J. Nally with a continued success. This play keeps impressing me more and more as this match goes on. I don't know if you noticed, but in between sets, Kurt Topple kissed his girlfriend. You think that was for good luck, or?
You know, it's always good to get on the wife's good side. So 3-7-3. She probably said, "What? You want to go to Vegas this weekend to do what? I'm coming out there too." 3-7-3, and there's a $50,000 prize pot. So she's probably spent the money going shopping.
Of course.
Crab with a good pass to McKibben and caught. Oh, look at that block by Owens. Thomas Amberg did not expect that block by Owens there, and Loy Ball's fired up. I dig seeing this competitive fieriness of Loy Ball.
You can tell he's not happy about how those first two sets went. He's definitely going to try and change his team's attitude about this game.
Floats are passed by Nally's off the net. McKibben has to go back to Topple. Topple knocks it off the block of Cole. Jasmine Cole, that is, from Mohawk College, which we have now discovered is in Ontario, Canada. So it's 4-4 with Topple back to serve. I'm sure someone on social will drill me if I am wrong. Great set by Loy, ball in the middle to Owens.
Kevin Owens, another kill in the middle.
And it's 5-4. You know, Team Pineapple has not led a lot tonight.
No, they've been battling from behind for most of the match, and it's just been an issue with their service, even ball control. They haven't been able to run their offense very well because they're not in system. Even with the 6'9" setter, 4-time Olympian, Loy Ball.
A.J. Nally dug by Loy Ball. Look at that D. He's on his knees. And out of the back rows, Ivan Matos stunts in pursuit. He gets it. Crab takes a swing. Dug by Ball again. Bertrand with set out to Nielsen. Nielsen down the line, dug by Stunts. Matos hand dig, ball outside to Jasmine Cole. He hits it into the net. Yeah, they're putting on a show tonight. The Libros in between Riley and Loy, and the Libros of Ryan and Luis on the other side. We're getting some great defense here. 5-5. A.J. Nally going back to serve. Bertrand with a good pass. Look at that whip in the middle by Kevin Owens.
From Owens.
It's like you just put your arm up there and Loy Ball just finds your hand miraculously.
That's right. Owens continues to be an unstoppable force in the middle for Pineapple.
Really like that change in their lineup they brought in because like he's so springy and quick. 6-6. Stunts rotates off as Kaminsky rotates in. Amberg, the former Bruin, serving at 6-6. Matos with a good pass in net, and guess who it is again?
Once again, Kevin Owens.
KO, knockout blow. Kevin Owens.
7-6.
That's right. Patent that one, Kevin. 7-6. Team Pineapple up. Subbing in, Dryden, Sean Dryden again for Jasmine Cole. Float serve outside by Owens. Swinging away, it's Conrad Kaminsky. He didn't get all of that, but it was good enough to put it down. I think Loy was getting used to missiles getting hit at him, and that was too slow.
It'll be the Trojan out of USC, Riley McKibben.
7-7. The bearded bro, Riley McKibben, back to serve. Float serve down the line. Matos with a good pass to Ball. Lesky drills it and Riley McKibben's like, I should have got that up. First technical timeout on the court with Team Pineapple up for the first time at one of the technical timeouts at 8-7. Talk to me, Dalton. What's the stuff that's happening on the court right now that's really sticking out to you?
Pineapple's starting to find a little bit more of a rhythm. They're getting a lot more digs. I mean, you're seeing a lot of production from their middles, and then also Marcus Nielsen has just been untouchable this whole match.
Yep.
So if they keep this up, it could turn into a long night for us here.
At the end of 2 sets of play, Marcus Nielsen, 7 kills, 0 errors, hitting .500. So, yeah, I don't think anyone's able to really stop. They can dig them, but they can't really block them for points.
That's right.
And then Ivan Matos, surprisingly, has 4 kills, 0 errors, and is hitting only 083. I guess he's been blocked for a few points.
I think he's gotten blocked around 3 times. He's been having some trouble trying to get past Riley and McKibben.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. How does the beach game translate into the indoor game and vice versa?
Well, it forces you to read the game a whole lot different, right? Because it's only you and one other guy covering, a little bit smaller court than the indoor court, but helps you just read the game a lot more easier.
Yep. 8-7 out of the first technical timeout with Team Pineapple leading Academy United. Marcus Nielsen going back to serve. We're on hold for media purposes. I believe we are ready to go. Nielsen with a jumper goes to Stunts. It's a bad pass off the net. Right side, Crab pokes it by the block smartly. Ball sets outside to Matos, and I saw end line. That's a good call by Hanson Leon. I saw end line.
I definitely saw it on the end line as well. It's a good change by the up ref there.
9-7, the biggest lead now by Team Pineapple. I know it's kind of weird hearing me say that, the biggest lead by Team Pineapple. Nielsen with a jumper again with heat this time. Nally with a great pass. Kurt Topple showing he's got the hops to do it indoors. 8-9.
Nally looking across the net at Nielsen and saying, what else?
Crab back to serve for Academy United. Goes down the line. Dryden with a good pass. Matos cross court. Dug by Stunts. McKibben hut set to AJ Nally. And look who gets the block and who's on fire. Loy Ball, Matt Lesky. That's the MIVA blocking connection. The Midwest Intercollegiate Volleyball Association combo. That's a whole lot of words right there.
It's a mouthful for sure. Impressed you said it.
Well, I don't want to pontificate. Jump serve out of play into the back of Sean Dryden. Looks like they're keeping Dryden in the front row. Dryden listed at 6'0", but I think he's actually shorter than Taylor Crabb.
Yeah, I think in the past years at Adult Nationals, Dryden's been the libero for Team Pineapple.
Interesting.
So it's interesting to see him in on the left side for them.
Oh, look at that second ball slamma jamma by Loy Ball. He's going to keep Academy United honest now. Now they got to respect that because they know he's going to do it.
It's hard not to when the setter's 6'9".
Well, then your outside attacker is 5'11"-ish.
Exactly.
Can you define 5'11"-ish?
Yeah, I'd expect to see a couple more of those coming from Loy.
Oh, yeah. Great jump float pass by Crabb. McKibben sets the middle to Thomas Amberg. And it's 10-11 as Topple steps back to serve. Topple, the former Stanford Cardinal, stands at 6'9". Jump serve almost hits Marcus Nielsen rotating to his defensive spot. And it's 12-10. Would have been a shooting gallery ace. Beams the person rotating along the back line. Ball with a service. Great serve. Pass by Nally. McKibben back out to Nally. And he knocks it down the line. Yeah, I'm really impressed with AJ Nally. Yeah, I saw him play over the summer for 2 years now, doing some training with the U.S. national team. And yeah, he's just impressive.
Yeah, at 6'5", I mean, nowadays it's one of the undersized guys out there on the court, but he is not having any problems hitting around that block.
Yep. KO again, delivering in the middle. 13-11. As Dryden steps back to serve. Dryden, 6-footer from IPFW. Good jump serve, but even a better pass by Stunts. Amberg delivers in the middle. Ball in pursuit as the ball ricochets off the basketball standard hanging above the court. And I think Loy Ball is frustrated because he definitely was in alignment to get that ball up. Amber going back to serve. Stunts rotates out. Kaminsky in. 12 looking at 13. Amberg serves it into the net. You know, there's a different level of energy going on the Pineapple side, and it's definitely initiating from Lloyd Ball. Like, his leadership is getting the energy up on that side of the court.
Yeah, he's definitely stepped it up another notch, and you can tell that the momentum has really shifted to the other side of the court.
High ball out to Crab, and wisely hits out block. Trash. Oh, look at the kick dig by Topple going beach. Taylor Crab high outside off the block. Triple block against Taylor Crab.
The footmanship from Topple.
Okay, it's got to be the rally already of the tournament so far.
The ball was right there. I'm pretty sure he could have played with his arms, but he just decided to kick it instead.
It's too far to bend over.
Yeah. When you reach that certain point, you know, you got to take care of your hips and knees.
Ankle dig, and then the broken play bump set outside to Crab off the block. Look at that, Nielsen. You know, that kind of stuff can hurt people. What Nielsen just did, that was a bang.
When you give that guy that much room, I mean, look out, because he's going head hunting for sure.
What's that viral video put out? The Scott, what's his name, gets drilled by balls.
I'm not sure I've ever seen that video.
Oh, I'll have to put that on your timeline. I'm sure people out there know. Scott Sterling. There we go. Marcus Nielsen with a cross-court blast. And we go in our second technical timeout. And again, it's the first time that Team Pineapple's led going into the second technical timeout as they're up 16-13 here in set number 3.
Yeah, Pineapple is really just up there blocking defense. They're digging a lot more balls, and they're controlling the attack of Academy United. Taylor Crab and AJ Nally not having as big of a match anymore as they were. Even though they're still having some success, it's not as efficient as it was in sets 1 and 2.
Well, notice that they're going small. They brought in Dryden to hit outside. And it's not like he's putting up a big block, but along the back line on defense, he's been instrumental in extending rallies on the Pineapple side.
Of course.
So they've got Bertrand and Dryden covering the back court a lot of the time, or which is giving them some second and third chance points now. And then Lloyd Balls decided to step up in the offense, taking a few attacks himself.
That's right, forcing the block to think about something other than just the attackers.
Yep. And we can't avoid not talking about the play of KO, Kevin Owens. Our new favorite quick and springy middle, who was subbed in after the first set.
That's right, man. That's definitely a player that you're not going to be able to look past this tournament.
Yep. And then Lesky, because of the play of KO, has been inspired to get some harder hit balls in the middle. Great set to Crab at the right side.
Using the equipment, Taylor Crab.
He had a big swing, but it bounced off the tape and literally fell at the 10-foot line. Helps to be lucky every once in a while, 14-16.
Yeah, not much Luis could do on that one.
Jumps her by Crab down the line, passed by Dryden. Matos off the outside block of Topple. That was one of those picture-perfect attacks. And you had Matos go up and swing across his body hard enough to tool the outside block of Topple. 17 serving to 14. Matos, after the kill, steps back to serve for Team Pineapple. Nally with a great pass in the middle. And look at that. We call that flicking the bick.
It's only a matter of time until they brought that one out.
Oh, he may have a cramp. He's a little hobble, but it looks like he's all right. What was that play called at Long Beach? You shared that with me today.
Oh, the quick bick?
Yep.
Well, in Long Beach, we ran 2 plays. It was either the quick or the bick.
Quick to bick.
It worked quite often for us most of the time.
18-15 after the service error. Team Pineapple still up by 3. As Matt Lesky steps back to serve. Lesky floats it. Could go long, but Nally takes it anyways. McKibben sends out to Nally. Nally out to block a ball. Dug by Nielsen outside to Dryden. And that's 6-foot attacker against 6'8" and 6'9". Just don't know. If you're Taylor Crab, maybe.
He's swinging for the roof on that one.
16 serving to 18. Lloyd Ball looked over here, and I think he heard us, so he started laughing. Topple with a jump serve. Good pass by Bertrand in the middle, and Topple there for defense. But KO.
Just the knockout punch.
That's right.
Real tough to stop him today.
19 serving to 16. Ball steps back to serve, up 19-16 here late in our third set. If you're just joining us, Academy United took the first two sets, 25-19 and 25-23. They're trying to close it out here as Kurt Topple inching his way within a pair of Team Pineapple after that rip. 17-19.
Serve for Academy.
AJ Nally stepping back to serve for Academy United. That toss is kind of suspect, but he knocks it anyways. Bumps it outside Nielsen. Nielsen dug by Crab. McKibben high out the Crab. Ball's dug by Loy. Ball playing defense middle back. Nielsen dug by Stunts. McKibben underneath. Crab swings away. Dug by Bertrand. High ball out by Matos and Nielsen. Pokey. Amberg wins it. Set to Crab. Crab swings away. Blocked by Dryden. They're calling 4 contacts on the Academy side.
4 touches.
There's been a couple close calls here today, but with this high level of volleyball, you can't expect not to.
You know, that was a pretty phenomenal rally. So defensively, Loy put himself middle back because he's felt that he's the better defender to dig anything that's coming from Taylor hitting the left pin.
Yeah. And it ended up working out for him. And both liberos on both sides having great digs. Just an all-around great volleyball rally right there.
Yeah, if it weren't for Marcus Nielsen and Taylor Crab, the players of the match for me would be the Liberos because they are digging so many hard-hit balls. And both Luis Bertrand and Ryan Stunts. 2017 as Academy takes a timeout. Taking a little breather after that extended rally. What do you like and what are you not liking out there, Dalton?
I just think it's interesting how bringing in Dryden as in that 0-2 position has immensely helped them just because they needed more ball control on the court. And even though the guy's only 6 feet and they put him out on the outside, they're still having a lot of success and still have a commanding lead by 3. It's going to be interesting to see if they can hang on to this lead and win this set to force it to a 4th.
Oh, yeah. 2017's looking good, but 3-point lead might as well be a 1-point lead.
Yeah, that's
the way
true.
the match play has been going today. And it's not because it's inconsistent. It's teams are battling. They're gritting and grinding on the court. Dryden back to serve for Team Pineapple. Jump serve, hard serve, misses long.
Credit the points coach Resnick, and it's 18-20.
18 serving a 20. Thomas Amberg back to serve. Stunts rotates off. Kaminsky back in. Amberg with a jumper goes long. You can just see the way he contacted the ball on the serve. That wasn't going anywhere but out. But who am I to say? I hit a standing float serve, so. Going back to serve is Kevin Owens, and he gets the dirty ace.
Another dribbler. We've seen quite a few of those today.
Yeah, we have. 22-18, the dribbler. And we got another timeout, the second and final timeout for Academy United.
Timeout number 2 by Academy.
Got a 4-point lead, not safe. The way today's gone, it's not a safe lead.
Yeah, this is still anyone's game, that is for sure. Don't count out Academy United just yet.
And you have to factor in the way that they're playing too. It's like they've gone on some pretty phenomenal defense. Like defense has led to offense. See, the beach guys are digging just lasers, and they're able to run plays and transition off of those digs.
Yeah, the length of these rallies has been really impressive. Usually in the men's game, it's a lot more offensive, and the rallies are a lot shorter because the guys are hitting the ball so hard.
The power game.
The defense has been impeccable on both sides of the net this match.
Yeah. So 22-18, teams are out of the timeout that was taken by Academy United. Kevin Owens steps back to serve, or continues to serve for Team Pineapple. Jump float pass by Crab perfectly to McKibben, out the Crab, no surprise there. Did Taylor just hit over Marcus Nielsen? Because it looked like he did.
He definitely did. The kid hits over a lot of people, but that was an impressive line swing right there.
That's a 6-foot outside hitter hitting over a 6'9" oppo.
Yeah.
Riley McKibben, a float serve. Pass by Dryden outside of Matos. Matos off the block of a Topple. 23-19.
It's a great touch by Topple right there. I'm not sure where the defense was set up, but I think that ball should have been up for sure, especially with how the defense has been playing for the rest of the match.
That's an easy ball.
Yeah.
Marcus Nielsen back to serve again for Team Pineapple. Jump serve. Stunt passes it off the net. Set to the outside to Topple. He has to roll it, dug by Nielsen. Ball sets high out to Matos. Matos dug by Nally. McKibben back to Crab, who's stuffed at the net. Ivan Matos, he'll be putting that play on Instagram. Hey, man, I blocked out a Crab.
A lot of people would be stoked to have that under their name.
Set point serving to 19. Nielsen back to serve for Pineapple. Jump serve, pass by Crab, up to the net to McKibben, outside to Topple. He takes it downtown for the pound. And it's 20 serving to set point number 3. Crab back to serve for Academy United. Jump serve, pass by Matos, ball back to Nielsen. Nielsen, and that seals the deal for set number 3 in our best of 5 matchup. Stands at 2-1 in favor of Academy United in our best of 5 matchup. So tell me, what were some key changes that Team Pineapple did to get right back into this?
Like we were saying earlier, just bringing in Dryden in the back row and even having him in the front row. And he's not necessarily an offensive force, but just his ball control alone has really heightened the level of Pineapple's play right now. And then Lloyd Ball has really just upped his game, and bringing that middle attack in with KO still has just been untouched ever since he's joined the match. But, I mean, I think at the beginning of the match, we kind of expected a little bit of a battle here tonight with the caliber of these two teams out here on the court. So I'm not surprised that this is going more than 3 sets.
Well, I think one of the things, I love the intangible factors, and one of those intangible factors is the leadership qualities of Lloyd Ball that got them back in, because he was encouraging his players on that side of net by his fieriness.
In the pool that you're watching here on Stadium Court, LBC Academy, Pineapple, and Sizzle. LBC ended the day at 1-1. Sizzle.
A lot of volleyball going on this weekend for sure, though. We've already had 3 matches to kick off our NVA Men's Pro Volleyball Showcase. So let's get some scores for you. In our first match in pool, I believe is B, we're at least on the court that we've been working on the live stream. Rising Tide and Iceman battled in our inaugural match. Iceman took it 3-1 after losing the first set 25-27. They rebounded 25-19, 25-19, and 25-18. Don't let the scores fool you, because there is some great action happening in that inaugural match. In match number 2, featured Lights Out of Chicago versus Blizzard of Southern California. That was our first 5-setter, and we saw even more great action. 3-2 for Blizzard on the win, 25-21, 25-27, 26-24, 19-25, and 15-13. And we saw some phenomenal play, from Lights Out.
Just a team that's stacked with a ton of athletes. I mean, we've got a lot of high flyers on that team.
Brandon Poindexter and Darian Hartley, or
Damian Hartley. That's right. That's right. But yeah, that was another fun match to watch. Blizzard also has a lot of guys on the pens, and also
may have heard of them. Russ Holmes,
right in the middle. 2 ex-Olympians, Russell Holmes and David Lee. That's another force to be reckoned with in this tournament. I mean, everywhere you look on every single one of these teams, you find a lot of high caliber guys, which is what makes this tournament so special here in the U.S. to have this much talent in one area for men's volleyball.
Yep.
It's huge.
Yeah, there are a few attempts have been made to start a men's pro volleyball league, but they kind of fizzled out. And actually some of these guys are a part of that. I remember working those events not knowing what the outcome of the league was going to be, and it just never materialized. So, this opportunity came up again, and a lot of these guys have the same energy. They just love playing volleyball, which it's just so awesome to see. Some of these guys are a little more seasoned in a very respectful way than others. But the young guys, too, have such a fire. You got to capitalize on something like that because they have such a youthful resilience and energy. You got to bring that into the game.
That's right. So going into the fourth set here, Taylor Crabb is still hitting over 500 with 12 kills on 19 swings. Topple is hitting 625 with 11 kills on 16 swings. And you got Marcus Nielsen for Team Pineapple with 17 kills on 26 swings, hitting 500 as well.
Thomas Amberg with a one-hit wonder on the overpass. Amberg just seems to always be in the right place on the overpasses. Topple back to serve up 1-0. Going cross court and stepping in front is Dryden to pass it. AJ Nally with a hand pass. Nally tips it off the block of Nielsen and off the antenna. And Nielsen screaming something in Swedish, but I could interpret it because...
I actually can. I played there for 2 years, but I'm not going to tell you what he said because I don't think it'd be appropriate for our viewers.
2 serving to 0. Academy United serving. Good pass by Bertrand. Outside the Matos, one-on-one against Riley McKibben. Matos had to get that one. He needed that one.
Matos had a little bit of a slow start, but he's progressively improved throughout the match and having a lot more success, even though Riley McKibben may have shut him down once or twice.
1 looking at 2. Marcus Nielsen back to serve for Pineapple. Look at that. That jump serve had to have a tail on it because that thing looked like it curved even from where I was sitting.
Right there, Marcus Nielsen just showing us why he was one of the best servers in the world at one point in his career.
2 serving at 2. Still got a pretty solid career if he's playing like this. Same thing with Loy. The way he's running the offense, the way he's leading the team, and he's still putting up a big block. Ball's dug out of play after the tip by AJ Nally. Nally just looking for light by the big block of Lesky and Ball over there. That's a double 6-8 block on that outside pin for Nally. 3 serving at 2 as Nally steps back to serve. Jump serve into the net. Point going to Pineapple is Ivan Matos. Goes back to serve tied at 3s. Coach, but look at that. Coach and team captain Ball talking to Sean Dryden, his smaller attacker. There's something up his sleeve here. Ball's passed by Stunts. McKibben sets out to Crabb. Ball with a block on Crabb. Sets out to Crabb again. Crabb swings away off a Ball. And Ball knows he could have got that other ball off the block.
Really smart play by Taylor Crabb there. Just playing that ball off Lloyd Ball's blocks, knowing his teammates would be there to cover to get a second chance to make another attack at it.
That is right, and that's why he was the AVCA Player of the Year. He got it done for Long Beach State. It's fun watching him play. Ball's blocked the outside by Kaminsky and Crabb. Oh, look at that, McKibben. He's claiming it. Oh, he is claiming it. The bearded bro steps up without a ladder. 5 serving to 3. Yeah, definitely one of the great personalities in sport are the McKibben brothers, and the aloha spirit in them and their sense of humor is always so entertaining. As Marcus Nielsen sends some international relations AJ Nally style way, and it's 4 serving 5.
Kevin Owens to the front row, Matt Leschke at the line.
Leschke back to serve for Pineapple. Let's see what Matt Leschke's doing here on the stat sheet. Service into the net for a point going to Academy United.
We've got Riley McKibben to the line.
6 serving to 4. McKibben back to serve for Academy. Big swing, look at that, but picked up by McKibben. Stunts in pursuit. Look at that save by Nally. Free ball by McKibben. Bertrand steps in on the free ball. Back set to Nielsen. It's tight. Picked up by Crabb. Back set to Crabb, and he hammers it by the block. That was quite a sequence there, Dalton.
Yeah, just a great scoop by another great scoop by Riley McKibben. And Taylor able to keep that transition ball in play, and then the speed of that set just overhead was too much for Dryden to keep up with.
Dryden with a hand pass. Matos back row attacker violation called. I think we're going to see a timeout here by, actually it's a technical timeout at 8-4. So good timing on the technical timeout. Maybe Team Pineapple can recover and get back into this one. Only down 4 though.
Yeah, we got a lot of game left, and I'm not worried about Pineapple at all. I think Loy is going to regroup his guys here, get a pass on the side out, and I think they're going to try and go on another run.
So what I wanted to look up was Matt Lesky's numbers. At the end of 3 sets of play, 5 kills, 0 errors. He's hitting .444 because he hadn't been blocked, and it seemed like he's hitting at a high efficiency, which he is. Also, Ivan Matos, shockingly, 8 kills, 0 errors, but 143, which says he's still getting blocked, but there's still no errors.
Yeah, but at least he's having no errors, right? That's always a good thing to have on your stat sheet.
Yeah. So Coach Will Robbins on the screen there talking to team captain Loy Ball.
Will Robbins is looking kind of frustrated. I think he might end up subbing himself in here at the end of this game to try and save this match.
You know, if I were playing for Team Pineapple, I'd just be like so excited to play with Loy Ball on the court.
Yeah, the atmosphere out there has to be pretty exciting just to play with someone of his expertise and
his caliber as well.
And what he brings to the sport.
8-4. McKibben on the jump float, passed by Matos. Middle attack to Kevin Owens, dug by Stunts. McKibben back sets the Crab. Crab is unstoppable. Yeah, it's really surprising that he only chose to play abroad in the pro leagues for 1 year in France.
Yeah, I think growing up on Hawaii, living on the beach, I think he knew he was destined to be a stud in the AVP Tour and probably soon to be on the FIVB Tour for the beach as well.
Yep.
He was obviously a great indoor player and still is, but I think his true love for the game lies in the sand.
Look at that. The little guys go at it, and Dryden wins out. But, of course, it was a trap set. So I don't know if you can clam that one, Sean, but you know what? On the stat sheet, it's a block.
You got to take what you can get, especially when you're a libero playing left side.
5 serving and 9. Loy Ball serving. Cross-court jump serve pass by Stunts. It's a tough serve, so it's a broken play. And we got a high roller missing just a little bit long, and it's 6 serving 9. Yeah, I gotta love the charisma having Loy Ball on your side of the court, because I've seen nothing. It's gone from the fiery let's go to the encourager, the positive encourager on the Pineapple side. Oh, my goodness. You know.
Back to serve 10-6.
Crab flying in from the back 2 in there and
clear the runway.
I'm not seriously.
6 serving to 10, or 10 serving to 6. Look at that. KO stepping in the pass. Back set to Dryden, the other small guy on the court. Looks like they're trying to neutralize the mini guys.
Letting them battle it out a little bit. Letting Dryden fend for himself.
Yeah. 7 serving to 10. He's doing pretty good. Sean Dryden played at IPFW, or what is now Fort Wayne. A former Macedon. Taylor Crab tips out of the back row. Look at that, scrapping for the dig. Ball's knocked off the block by Ivan Matos. Luis Bertrand going horizontal on that save. We got a buzzer going on here. Kurt Topple saying they had a fakey timeout. I'm not quite sure what's going on. Are we doing a rotation check here? Our first referee. There is a mystery here, and the music couldn't be any more appropriate, or shall I say, apropos. That's Dean Hoskins, our R2, ironing out some kind of difficulty here. They say there's a wrong player on the floor.
He was supposed to be a different center. No, that guy's right.
There's no changes on the Pineapple side. I mean, Ivan Matos has been in the whole time. Jasmine Cole. I think Jasmine Cole and Sean Dryden are subbing for each other.
Yeah, I'm not sure how this is happening, because at the start of the game, when the ref checks the lineup, I think he should have recognized that those two should have been switched to begin with.
Yeah.
Because Dryden has been in the entire time, and they're just now saying this at 10-7 and in the fourth set. I think that's going to be an error on the officiating crew here.
Yeah.
It's really going to throw this game for a whirl.
Scorekeepers are saying, I've been just hearing on the horn that, so he's been in the whole time, that's the amount of points that technically should be deducted, right?
Right, but like I said earlier, initially it's the down ref's job to check and make sure that the lineup is correct at the beginning of each game.
Yeah.
And if he's letting them start like that, I mean, there's kind of fault on both sides.
Wow.
But Will Robbins has to play. Will have to play outside. So
Still 7-10.
where it is. As the center, right? Yeah.
Yeah, their MC host Mark Sherman is jabbing that Will Robbins, we reset set number 4 at 0-0, but he has to play setter. He should yell across the court, say, well, then put Riley McKibben at middle blocker. And Taylor Crabb can't play. Oh, Loy Ball is not happy. He's like, why does he even have the paper to look at? Well, because he should have gone digital. Should have got a tablet. There's my
It's
explanation.
2017. Everyone has iPads nowadays. That's how they should do lineups, right? Yeah, in the end, that is faults on both points. But, I mean, the official has to pick that up at the beginning of the game. It's unfortunate that's happening, especially right now in the critical fourth set, especially for Team Pineapple.
Yeah.
Should be interesting to see what the official call is here, because Lloyd Ball does not look happy about this.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't want to get on his bad side. He's got some big arms. I'd be kind of afraid. But, you know, with you sitting next to me, being a trainer, you look like you've been working out. I'm okay. So you can do all the negative commentary on.
Sounds good. I'll take all the shots for the team, Rob. Don't you worry.
All right. Yeah, it looks like there was an officiating error is what I'm gathering. And Will Robbins is not a small dude either. Will Robbins on the right there on our shot, talking to our second referee. That would be Dean Hoskin. And you can get him on Twitter at, just kidding.
So right now they're calling it a 0-11 for Academy United. They're taking away all of Pineapple's points. Let's see if it sticks to this, because if it does, I don't know. This could make things really interesting.
Okay. This is all caught on video. Basically, why don't you explain what happened again, Dalton? Because I'm kind of taken aback.
So we're about halfway through this fourth set after Pineapple winning that third set to make it go 4. And it appears that Pineapple wrote in to have Jasmine Cole in the lineup instead of Dryden, but started Dryden. But initially, the down ref is supposed to check the lineup to make sure that the players, correct players, are standing in their right rotation. And so now they just caught it after the score is 7-11 Academy United, and they're saying that they're going to take away all of Pineapple's points in this set.
So the score is now Academy United 11 and Team Pineapple 0. I'll just put it plainly. And this can't be good. I mean, we're seeing solid play. You know, Academy United, maybe just let Pineapple get 6 points. Let them serve 6 points over.
Maybe. I mean, it's pretty disappointing to see just a critical mistake ruin such a great match like this, especially on day one of the showcase.
How about some fan engagement? Why don't you hashtag NVA USA and put what you do? I mean, basically, all of Team Pineapple's points have been nullified. They're down 11-0 now in the fourth set. They're only down 11-7. So
how would you let this action define you, Rob?
I'd be doing exactly what Loy Ball is doing, and I'd be in disbelief. And that is an officiating error. But, you know, we can't get fined here. We're just sharing an opinion here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it looks like Taylor Crabb is now getting into the discussion. I think we need to bring the tournament committee in here, and they should make the decision. That's what we should do.
Where are those guys? I mean, we hired them for a specific reason. And I think they are overly qualified for this job.
Yeah.
Why not bring them down here and get the official review?
Let social media determine our outcome here. That would be the wise thing.
That would be wise. Get a little vote on Twitter and Facebook. Let the fans get involved.
Yeah, well, you know, I thought it was going to be a drama-free day.
Oh, and here we go.
Ivan Matos looks like he's happy, but, you know, we're trying to get social media on board to get you guys those 7 points back.
We do have the tournament committee talking about it with the coaches and the refs right now, actually. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do about this.
Yeah, why are we doing this to a good volleyball match? That would be my question. Everything on the surface says it could be an officiating error. But, you know, I'm not an official. So I believe Tanya Nguyen, who's on there, the blue track jacket, is the lead official. They're discussing it as a committee. And that's tournament director Scott Tazinski and Alan Knipe, the consultant.
Also along with Nick McRae, 3 of the coaches from the Long Beach State coaching staff.
Yeah, so it's a conspiracy, pretty sure. Oh, wait, you're from Long Beach State, Dalton.
Classic.
Yeah, you know, I hope the outcome is something that can be pleasing to people who follow volleyball.
Yeah.
That, in the end, that's who it should please.
I mean, Academy United doesn't look like they want to be up 11-0 anyways. I think they're just going to settle the score and maybe bring these guys back to 7, but we're going to see. We're going to see what happens here.
Do what everyone else does. Buy it on Amazon Prime. About 7 points.
Next day shipping, baby. You have to wait for day 2 of the tournament to get those 7 points back. Okay, so they have 6 points up on the board now. So it looks like they came to an agreement, and we're going to go with 11-6 Academy United over Pineapple here in set 4.
Mark Sherman, our announcer, courtside MCO, said spirit of the rule, but not the letter of the law. And they're giving the points back to Team Pineapple. So we get to see this one played through. So, but we still would love to hear what you guys would do as viewers and fans of the game. Hashtag NVA USA. We'll look it up and just want to see what you guys are thinking after seeing something like this happen.
That's right.
That happened to France in World League against Bulgaria or Belgium. They were up 11, same score almost, now I think about it. And they took all their points away. They ended up losing that crucial World League match in 5.
Wow, that was just unbelievable.
So, yeah, that would have been a huge bummer. I hate to use this word on the air, but it sucks.
Yeah. Well, luckily, you know, we're here at the NVA Showcase, and we don't have, it's not too formal right now. You know, we want to keep the spirits light. We're trying to grow the game right now, grow the sport, and get this league off the ground. And I think everyone here is pretty good friends, so we're going to come to an agreement, and I think we're going to get started again here real soon.
Guess who comes back in? The mistaken substitution. Sean Dryden back in for Jasmine Cole.
Should be interesting to see how this stall in this game affects the momentum shift.
Yeah. Maybe Academy United will get cold. We'll go 5th set. Yeah, I'm just a fan of the game, and we're seeing some excellent rallies and just excellent execution here. Taylor Crabb with a roll jump serve. Look at that. Scrap and Bertrand setting it over as Nielsen. Riley McKibben has to step in to pass it. Oh, Kurt Topple with a beat shot. Nothing called. Crabb picks up the trash. Topple swings away. He's blocked. Look at that Crabb defense. He's everywhere. AJ Nally off the block, and it falls in the deep corner. Oh, my gosh. Taylor Crabb is omnipresent, man. He
Great
is
covering there by
everywhere.
Academy United, keeping that play going and giving themselves another chance to make a swing on the ball.
Well, Crabb got himself the 50 digs off of that rally. Oh, look at that roll serve for Ace. And he's doing the limp-wristed knuckle, signifying the serve he just hit.
Luis Bertrand saying he thought he got a piece of that before it hit the floor. Up ref saying, I don't think so.
Yeah, there's just a headiness and a cerebral nature to playing beach volleyball to get those kind of shots. KO. That's Kevin Owens.
KO back on the board again. Surprise, surprise.
Yep. 7 looking at 13. If anything, I think that break would be a benefit to Team Pineapple.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, Academy United came out pretty hot in this fourth set. Should be interesting to see if they can keep it up or not.
Dryden with a jump serve misses long. Dryden's got a pretty good arm considering that he is the libero for Pineapple.
Little guy, he does pack a punch, that's for sure.
Conrad Kaminsky with a jump float passed by Dryden. Look at that, stepping in as libero Bertrand on the overpass. Oh, had to be the perspiration. I'm sorry, men sweat, they don't perspire. Sweat on the ball. Because Matos was firmly planted underneath that ball, so it had to be super wet. 15 serving to 7. Bertrand with a good pass the ball outside to Matos. Matos tries to make up for it, and he does, but still, Riley McKibben got a hand on it. That's what you've got to recognize here is, although these balls are being hard hit, these beach guys are literally getting
touching
a paw on everything. Jump float by KO, stunts with a great pass to McKibben. Topple with a pokey. Dug by Dryden. Swinging away is Matos with a little Puerto Rican sizzle off that sideline. And it wasn't Despacito either.
Yeah, Nally and Stunts both just standing straight up on defense and looking at each other like they didn't know whose ball that was.
9 looking at 15. KO, 2 stunts. One-hand dish. And Amberg, the beneficiary of a beautiful one-hand set by Riley McKibben, makes it 16-9 as we head into our second technical timeout. So I have to say, I am glad that they came to the result they did on that. Now, it's terrible it had to happen, slowed down the momentum, but still some good stuff happening on here in the court.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, if they would have started off 11, if they would have went with the 11-0 start, if you look at here at the replay, the one-handed set, and Amberg just goes up and over the top of both the left front and the middle blocker for Team Pineapple there.
Yeah, the fans that are in attendance are getting a really good show here.
That's right.
And all of you online, I hope you're enjoying it. We'd love to hear feedback. I mean, positive, negative, we want it all. You know, we're all fans of the game, and we want this thing to grow. So, you know, you can't grow without any kind of critiques, and hopefully it's constructive criticism, not like, hey, you know, you guys are terrible. Like, tell us what we're doing terrible. But if it's good, call it out. You know, there's some good play out here on the court, and these guys are excited to be here.
That's right.
And we're lobbying for something, a successful pro volleyball league is the end result.
Yeah, I mean, everyone that's here is really passionate about making this happen. I think there's a lot of chatter throughout the country about, you know, how do we get this thing on the ground and how do we get this ball rolling? But this is definitely a huge start for us, and seeing a lot of action and response online on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram would be huge to this tournament success, that's for sure.
Nielsen with a big blast, and McKibben, no shocker there, steps in to pick it up. Ball with a set outside to Matos. Matos with a tomahawk chop going cross court. 10 serving to 16. That's the thing about this particular set. It seems like when Pineapple starts making a run, Academy quashes it pretty quickly, but we're still seeing like in phenomenal play. Big bang. I guess it's wide. And it's 17 serving to 10. AJ Nally serving for Academy United. Nally stands at 6'5", floats over the corner to Matos. Bump back set by Lloyd Ball to Matt Lesky. Unfortunately, Thomas Amberg knows the magic that Lloyd Ball creates and said, you know what, I'm going to stick to Amberg on my commit here, just in case something like this happens. 18 serving 10. Hand pass by Dryden, back set to Nielsen. Nielsen drills it at the right side.
And no one in sight on that block, so Nielsen just had an open net. And 100% of the time, that ball is going to be a kill, I can tell you that much.
Yep. Ivan Matos back to serve, again, from IPFW. Played in Puerto Rico professionally. Good pass by Crab. Amber off the head of Lesky and out of play. Lesky with quite a swing there. And it's 19 serving 11. This is the thing, Academy United, it's like they're just grooving. You can see they're in. Well, maybe not so much anymore with that serve in the net. But you can tell when a team is just grooving together, and that's what Academy United is doing. And it helps to have the talent that they do on their side of the net, but they're able to execute pretty much all the things they want to run. Lesky with a good serve to Nally. Outside to Crab. They do a little shake and bake. A little tandem action there.
Put away, we've got 20-12.
That's a interesting shoulder bump that Nally, Amberg, and Crab just had. Look at this. The tandem. And that's Conrad Kaminsky swings outside on the shoot set, and Crab comes and hits the high middle set.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough play to stop.
Look at that. That's Sean Dryden.
From Sean Dryden.
He's heating up the tape there, and he got that extreme angle. And, yeah, it's funny. I would say the little guy, being that he's taller than me, but he had a great swing and a great angle on that attack. 13 serving at 20. Ball back to serve. Tight pass on the net. And we got one right here coming our way after the attack by Conrad Kaminsky. 21-13. So I'd be curious to see the results after the play that we've seen today. You know, the standings in each of the pools. That's one thing we need to update our fans with. Back set to Dryden, and Dryden becoming the go-to guy. You know, he's got a really great arm swing. It's different from Taylor Crabb. So Crabb has got this lanky, he's got long limbs, so you can see what he's doing, whereas I think Dryden relies more on the strength of his arm swing.
Yeah, without a doubt. I definitely underestimated him coming in on the left side, but he's definitely making a name for himself out here, saying that the little guys can do something too.
Kurt Topple taking it downtown on the pound.
Yeah, Mato's committing on the middle there and leaving no one up for Kurt Topple, just leaving him an open net.
Yep. If we're in California, I'd say check the Richter scale, but we're in Las Vegas, Nevada, so it doesn't quite work the same. Although Las Vegas will become beachfront property when California falls in the ocean, so that's what I've been told. 15 serving to 22. Yeah, that was a hard hit by Topple, and no one on him, and he definitely ate that one all up. KO with a serve to Nally, and Amberg goes beast mode in the middle. Amberg slowly heating up here. 23 serving to 15. Look at this attack by Amberg.
Amberg just up so early, it's going to be real hard for Pineapple to stop that ball.
Topple back to serve for Academy United, goes into the net. And it's point going to Team Pineapple. It's 16 to 23.
If there's a guy you want back at the service line right now, it's definitely this guy. That's
rattle
for sure.
off 7 points. AJ Nally passes up and over. Lloyd ball off of Riley McKibben. I don't know if Riley's saying is that, oh, I had him. I had Lloyd, man. 17 looking at 23. Nielsen back to serve once again. Look at that. That's a laser. AJ Nally dug by Luis Bertrand. Bumps that save. Swinging away. Matos blocked the net. Saved by Dryden. Outside to Matos again. And this time Matos wins the duel against Riley McKibben.
Early in that rally.
Timeout saved by Academy United. Great swing by Ivan Matos. He had both Amberg and McKibben up, and he's like, I got to take this one. Now, does that happen on the court as a player? Do you see one guy that's you just want to go up against and just duel it out mano-a-mano?
Yeah, I mean, I think those rivalries come up all the time, even if you don't even know the guy, you know, like someone's a particular offensive force on the other side of the net, and you block him. That's, you know, it kind of becomes a little game between who's the better player. You know, you go head to head against a guy. I mean, you want to be the bigger and better guy, right?
Yep.
Just the competitive nature in these guys.
Always fun, yeah. It's one of the things I drew from all the press conferences yesterday is there's friendly chatter going on, so to speak, or AKA trash talking.
Without a doubt, that's something you can always count on here, especially with this high level of volleyball going around. The guys are always going to be talking a little smack to each other. It's all in good fun, but I mean, everyone's also didn't come here to get second place though, too.
That's right. Nielsen back to serve once again for Pineapple. Good pass to the net. Amberg picked up. Nielsen with a save. Matos rolls it cross court. Dug by Stunts. McKibben on the bick. And Taylor Crabb delivers again. And we have match points serving to 18.
24-18. It is match point Academy.
Timeouts taken by Pineapple as they trail 24-18. It's match point for Academy United. And what do you do here as Team Pineapple? They're serving match point. You know you can go toe-to-toe with them.
Yeah, I mean, I think Boy is going to set Nielsen the ball. He's been their go-to guy the whole entire match, and I don't see why he would go to anyone else right here.
Dryden.
Or Dryden, yeah. I think Dryden's hitting 1,000 on the day right now.
Yeah.
Hasn't been stopped once.
Yeah, some good play coming from Sean Dryden. Here we go. What play is this? This is
Taylor Crabb with a bick. Both Nielsen and Ball just looking at each other.
You should have
knowing that ball should have been up.
Yeah.
Right.
Serving for the match for Academy.
AJ Nally back to serve for Academy United for match point number 1. Jump float, pass by Matos to Ball. Shoot set to Lasky. Picture perfect. Lasky got all of that one. 19 serving to match point number 2 with Ivan Matos back to serve. Jump serve pass by Nally. McKibben sets back to Amberg. And that's all she wrote. As Academy United defeats Team Pineapple 3-1. 25-19, 25-23, 20-25, and 25-19. So, Dalton.
Academy undefeated at 2-0.
I mean, it was just a heck of a battle between these two teams. I think we can't say it enough about how fun of a match that was to just watch. You know, even though Academy did come out on top there in 4 sets, I would definitely look to see Team Pineapple at least in the Final Four in this tournament. There's a lot of gameplay left to be had. We just finished day 1. We got day 2 tomorrow with the quarterfinals and the last. I think we have 2 matches tomorrow for each team. Is that correct?
It actually should be 1 because everyone's played twice in 2 4-man pools or 14 pools.
So correct me on that. I'm wrong. Sorry. But I mean, really, this tournament is still anybody's tournament. We got a lot of high-quality teams in this tournament, but right now, from what I've seen from today, I think Academy United is going to be a pretty tough team to beat with how spread out their offense is.
Yeah, that's you know, upon seeing the rosters, you know, there was some serious, you know, consideration once the pickup of Riley McKibben and Taylor Crabb came into the mix, because Academy United was going to be strong anyways. So I mean, if you look at them, they have solid middles, solid outsides. You know, they have Evan Berry, who's setter at Stanford, you know, who could definitely hold his own, but in comes Riley McKibben, and you add in the defense of Taylor Crabb and his offense. So we're going to be looking for our player of the match. You know, so we'll be finding out in just a few moments. Yeah, we saw some excellent play. Dalton, tell you what, pick one of your favorite plays in this the Pineapple Academy United match.
One of my favorite plays or players?
Well, either or both.
I mean, it's for plays. It really is. It's tough to pick just one play. I mean, it was nonstop entertainment. We got so many big and long rallies with guys just absolutely crushing the ball, and guys standing in there and just taking it and forcing the rally to keep going. I mean, it just doesn't get much better than this as far as when it comes to professional volleyball here in the United States.
All right, well, I'm going to have to pick one because I think we're going to be going over to our player of the match in a few moments. So let's throw the mic over to Mark Matrakos in just a few moments. Yeah, actually, if I'm going to pick my favorite place, I'm going to go Riley McKibben's block on Matos. So we got a few moments here. Yeah, I think that set up a great matchup, a great little rivalry between the two. And let's go to Mark Matrakos.
Hey guys, we're here at the VBA, the last day of the tournament, last game of today, here with Riley McKibben, our player of the game today for Team Academy United, playing against Team Pineapple. Great match, Riley. Congratulations. Tell me how you feel about the match.
I'm fired up. I mean, I've watched Lloyd play since I was, 10 years old, and so to have the opportunity to play against him and, lay a little bit of a beatdown on him is kind of a dream come true. So I'm fired up.
Awesome. I mean, you had a great connection with all your hitters today. I mean, everybody could have been a player of the game, but without you, it doesn't really happen. Tell me how your connections were tonight and how you felt about it.
Well, first off, I appreciate that. That's what I always think. Secondly, I mean, playing with Taylor, I played with him since I was, 10 years old. And so we always have that connection. We haven't had any practice together, but setting him is probably one of the easiest things to do as a setter. And then as far as everyone else, we got great players on our team, They make me look good, too.
Awesome. Well, was there any preparation that you guys had to do coming into this match? I know Team Pineapple always has a target on its back. Did you guys talk about anything before the match to get ready for it?
Not really. We're pretty familiar with some of their players, but it was more about just play our game. And I think we did that pretty well. We came out and we served and passed really well. And I think that was kind of the key to the game. All the games that we won, we got a quick early lead in the beginning, and that was basically because we were serving really, really well. Yeah.
Got any shout outs for the folks back home?
No, but hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. What's up, Madison, Jameson? Those are my brothers. Yeah. And thanks for watching, guys. We'll be back tomorrow.
Awesome. Well, good luck. Right, congratulations on the win, and we'll be back with you guys tomorrow for some more volleyball action here.
Thanks a lot, Mark Matrakos here at the NVA Pro Volleyball Showcase. Yeah, Dalton Emmerman, let's finish up our conversation. After a full day of tournament play, what are your thoughts?
I mean, I have to say that I expected this, and I'm just very impressed with how every team played today. The level of all the teams that we have here at this tournament just shows that we are capable of having a professional league here in the U.S. and it gets more exciting every day that this tournament goes on. That the possibility is coming closer and closer to having a pro league here.
I agree with you there. I mean, there's so many other people that are coming out of D1 through NAIA programs, or even just respectable club programs, that want to get involved. They want to play professionally. With the best players. And you know what? The fact of the matter is some of the best players in the world are here in the United States. You just look at the players within the collegiate system that are training, even some of the players that are coming from other countries to play in the United States at the collegiate level. We could be pretty darn competitive on an international level if something like this were to take off.
Yeah, once we get this ball rolling, I mean, it'll be so attractive to players all around the world, not only for players here in the U.S. to give them a chance to have a professional career in volleyball, but also other players to come here and experience the United States culture as well.
All right. Well, let's slowly end our broadcast here with final results of the day. First match of the day that was streamed, the Icemen defeat the Rising Tide 3-1. Thoughts after that matchup?
The Rising Tide just had a really well balanced out offense with BJ Bulldog setting at the helm there, and it was really tough to stop their pins. I think Jay Petty had a great match. Also the Icemen are, like we talked about earlier this morning, have a couple guys, big guns coming in for tomorrow's matches, and I think they'll definitely be a force to be reckoned with as well.
Right. You mean the Rising Tide has some guys come in. Isaac Newble wasn't there today, and they still have Bryce Ewell, former Beachy like yourself.
That's right.
So that could change significantly. In match number 2, we saw our first 5-setter in the NVA Pro League between Team Blizzard and Lights Out.
That was definitely a great one to watch as well. Both teams had a couple high flyers out on the pins, and then you got a couple ex-Olympians on Team Blizzard. And then for Lights Out, I mean, they just got to have guys who go up and absolutely obliterate the ball. So that was a very entertaining match to watch.
And then our match before this one had Legion Volleyball Club, or Team LVC, against Arizona Sizzle.
Yeah, Sizzle never really seemed to get a hold of their game. It seemed like a lot of the guys weren't all on the same page, and the match that they had earlier this morning, they actually played a lot better. But, I mean, I still wouldn't count them out either. But LVC definitely has a well-rounded squad. They do have a couple of guys on their bench that didn't play today. That will definitely be in the matches tomorrow. Just to mention one guy, Dan Glamick, from another 49er. We run deep in these tournaments, that's for sure.
It's like the Illuminati, kind of everywhere. Long Beach State 49ers.
That's why we got the pyramid on campus.
And then our final match of the night with Team Pineapple and Academy United.
Yeah, man, enough can't be stressed about how great this match was, and it's just a snapshot of how great the talent showcase can be here for this professional league here in the U.S. So it's exciting to watch these high-level players compete and go at it. And it's only day one. We still have 2 more days of this stuff to look forward to.
And with the format of it, we're going to see a lot more of these teams.
Exactly. I'm looking forward to it, Rob.
So, I think it's a good place to end our stream. And I want to say thanks to Dalton Ammerman here joining me doing the color and analysis, all for day one of the NVA Pro Volleyball Showcase.
Thank you, and thanks for tuning in, everyone. Hope you guys can join in tomorrow. And if you can, fly out to Vegas. Come check it out.
Yeah, and definitely follow us on social media. Go online to the NVA's website at nvausa.com, Facebook page, NVA USA, on Instagram and Twitter, at NVA USA. YouTube links are going live. We will blast that out because I know that, from what I understand, there are some difficulties because there were a lot of people watching and it was shutting down the server. So they're going to try and actually some YouTube links have already been blasted out, but we'll put them out again. And be sure to spread the word. Share all this stuff, like all this stuff. Send us your comments. Hashtag NVA USA. Gosh, if you want, you can mention us, talk about the positives and the negatives of this 1 days of matches, of professional men's volleyball matches. And we'd love to get that input from you because more than anything else, we'd like to grow the game in a way that sustains itself, that establishes good roots here in the U.S., and that can keep the best players in the world here.
That's right.
And even draw some from other countries, but we'll see about that later.
Yeah.
All right, until tomorrow morning, check NVAUSA.com for schedule of matches, and we'll also be blasting out those YouTube links for streaming. I believe the stream will still be available on the website, but if you do have challenges, there will be an alternate YouTube stream. So until tomorrow, I'm Rob Espo for Dalton Ammerman. Have a wonderful evening, and remember, let action define you. And that's been the hashtag we've been trying to promote, let action define you. Or you can always throw down hashtag NVA USA. Have a good night, everyone.